Hi guys, welcome to another learning support video. Over the weekend, we decided that due to the low responses and feedback that we've been getting on our previous videos, that this channel is going to stop focusing on questions found in your final exam paper and going to start having a look at some natural phenomena and observations that you guys see in your everyday lives and try explain why these things happen to you. And due to the fact that we had a partial blood moon over the weekend, I thought what better way to start than explain to you guys what causes a blood moon, guys. And what a blood moon basically is, guys, is that a blood moon is just a total lunar eclipse, guys. So I'm sure a lot of you guys would have done these diagrams back in primary school. Guys would have learned about solar and lunar eclipses. And you know that when we have a solar eclipse, guys, the moon is in the way of the sun and it causes us, we have to wear those special glasses and we can see that the moon is covering the sun. So the sky goes black for a bit because the sun is no longer putting direct sunlight, and you see it's only on a small area of the earth. It's not across the whole planet. These guys might be able to see it, but they'll only see a partial lunar eclipse, guys. Okay, then the other type we got was a lunar eclipse, guys, and a blood moon is just a total lunar eclipse, guys. So I was very frustrated when I found this out because I was taught what a lunar eclipse was and how it works when I was young, but I was never told that a blood moon was actually a lunar eclipse. So I never knew what to look for when I was looking for a lunar eclipse. And if you look at this diagram, guys, so you see how the sun rays go through and then it gets to the earth and then it blocks it out, and then you see that there's this shadow in here that they call the umbra over here, guys. And the question I have for you is that if this is causing, and then the earth is blocking out the moon from the sun, why does the moon go red, guys? Why wouldn't it just go completely dark? Because the sun's rays are completely blocking out the moon, and we only see the moon because the sun's rays are being reflected off the moon. So why doesn't it go completely dark? And the reason for this is that it's because light can be bent when it moves through a slower medium, guys. So a good way to look at this is, guys, like remember when we did experiments with the prisms, when we shined a white light into the one side of the prism, we saw a rainbow form on the other side. And this is due to the fact is that these different colors of light all have different wavelengths and frequencies, guys. Only slightly different. That's why it comes in as white light when it's all together. But when it goes through this prism, because it's moving through a slower medium, it's going from air into glass, and light moves slower through glass, it causes the light to start splitting apart and bending away from each other, because the light with the shorter wavelengths and the higher frequency will go through the prism without refracting that much. But when you look at like red light, because it has the longest wavelength and the slowest frequency, it actually refracts the most. So when light moves from the vacuum of space into our atmosphere, the light is bent with the red light bending the most. And the reason for this, guys, is because in a vacuum, guys, light moves very, 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 very fast. Well, it always moves very, 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 very fast. But when it hits the Earth's atmosphere, guys, it actually slows down. And then this causes the refraction to happen that you guys can see in this prism. So let's go have a look at what's actually happening, guys. So we have a different diagram here. So you see the sun's rays are being put here. You see these ones on the outside, guys. These rays on the outside actually are flowing straight through our atmosphere, guys. So it's not hitting the earth, it's flowing through the atmosphere. So light is still going through there. It's just now because it's moving from a vacuum to the atmosphere, and light moves slower in the atmosphere than it does in the vacuum, it causes the light to bend, guys. And then this is why the blue light and your violet light and all of those ones, you see the ones at the bottom of the thing, they are refracted out towards the atmosphere. And then your red light is that because it refracts the most, guys, is that actually gets refracted towards the moon, guys. So that's why the moon actually goes red. It's because it's actually only the red light that's being refracted enough to actually reach the moon. So that's the only light we're seeing reflect off the moon, and that's why it appears red to us, guys. I hope this was of a good enough explanation for you guys, and I hope you guys understand a bit more on why a blood moon works. I hope you guys like this style of video. If you guys want me to go back to answering some exam questions and stuff, please let me know in the comments. But for now, it's going to carry on being just explanations of some natural occurrences and observations that we see in everyday life. So I will see you guys all tomorrow. Thanks for watching the video, guys. Just remember to hit a like and subscribe. Thank you.